What is up, guys? Gabrielle here with ManTFup Garage, and today we are at the Hot Wheels Legend Tour here in Miami, Florida. The Hot Wheels Legend Tour, if you don't know what that means, is where they choose the next car that is going to be honored in becoming a real-life Hot Wheels toy that will be distributed all over the world. We are talking hundreds of thousands of die-casts made from home-built cars right here in our backyard in Miami, Florida. What's up, guys? I'm here with the Hot Wheels Legends Tour, and Vinny here is going to tell us a little bit about what it takes to qualify to be part of the Legends Tour. Vinny, can you tell us a little bit about what it takes to qualify to be in such a prestigious competition like this?
Pretty much, I guess, to sum it up in one word would be like creativity.
Creativity.
So,
what kind of creativity are you looking for? Because there's a lot of different types of builds here from a lot of different areas.
There is, and if you think about growing up as a car guy, everybody, all of us had Hot Wheels cars, and so you want something that's going to kind of give you a little bit of imagination, something that you haven't really seen before, and with this particular show, it's a little different because the winner gets their car turned into a real Hot Wheels diecast that's sold worldwide. So it's not like they just make one and say, here you go, that's great. It's actually an honor because some little kid that was your age when you bought your first Hot Wheels get to go into a store and buy your car. So at this show, what they're really looking for is something original, something creative, something that translates well into a diecast. And so if you look at the past winners of the Legends Tour, they've all been quite different. Some are like full custom cars that they never made any of. And the last year they had a Firebird win that was just really original and something completely different. So we just really look for something creative and original.
Awesome. Have you seen anything this year that's like really blown you away compared to past years of the competition?
Yeah, there's a couple of really neat cars. I mean, obviously there's some new Broncos, but I think this year there was one car that was supposed to come out that I'm waiting to show up still that I really think was going to take it. There's a remote-controlled gem car. There's some really neat hot rods, and really the judges look at all kinds of different. It's really hard to take a brand new Bronco and compare it against a Pagani or a JDM car or something like that. But they take each one individually and look at the overall car and just kind of try to do the best they can. So there's a couple of good contenders.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you say that the judges come from like a little bit of a different background, or how do you guys decide who gets to judge all of these different cars?
So we try and use people that are a little bit local, at least to the car scene, so they get, because every city that we go to, the car scene's a little bit different.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we try and pick people that are influencers within the car community in that city. And Doral here is the first of the tour. So we brought out a Guichi Motors, this guy Sam, who they're known for doing some amazing custom cars. They've all kinds of SEMA builds. They brought out Freddie Tavares, who has a very, very well-known YouTube channel, millions and millions of followers, and he's built all kinds of crazy things. Right now he's in the process of building a V8 minivan for the SEMA show. Then we have a kind of a local legend here in Miami, Floyd, who runs the Exotics on Los Olas and Supercar Saturdays, which are huge shows. But in his previous life, he also was a Miami Dolphin. So we have a little bit of everybody here as judges, but like I said, we try and use local judges so they get the flavor of what all the local cars are.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you say in way of cars that you're personally interested in is your favorite car that's here so far today?
I really like the old Land Cruiser. There's a gentleman that brought an old FJ40. I'm kind of a Land Cruiser guy, so I'm a little partial to that. There's also some really, really nice old hot rods. I have an old Cadillac myself, so I'm a little partial to that as well. So there's two that I like here specifically, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. I love to hear it. Thank you for talking to us today.
Thanks for coming out, guys. I appreciate it.
I'm here with Marco from Pagani Corporate. Marco, can you tell us a little bit about this beautiful car we're standing in front of today?
It's a 2016 Pagani Huayra Coupe. It's our marketing car, and we use it around for events and customer ride and drives and whatnot. And yeah, she's a full carbon fiber V12 twin turbo car, and she's a blast to drive, yeah.
Can you tell us any fun facts about this car that someone who's maybe never seen one doesn't know about it or wouldn't seem to think about?
Well, some of the, I guess, one fun fact, let's see. We did name her, and her name is Ella. So they each have their own identity within the company. And this one is special because it's a US spec car. and it's a well-known car that's been around all over Canada and US. So yeah, she's special to us. She's like a family member almost.
I love that. So where did the name Ella come from, or how do you guys go about picking these names for the cars?
It's just a whim of having a meeting with the team and making a name up. So it's nothing more than that. It's whatever suits the car. And she looks like an Ella, and that's why she was named.
I agree. She does look like an Ella. So this is a fully carbon fiber
Yes.
car. How much does it weigh?
It's roughly about 2,700 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, 3,000.
That's pretty light for how big of a car it is.
It's fairly big, but it's very light.
Can you tell us a little bit about the interior? Because I know the interiors of these are pretty unique.
So the interior is, as you can see, it's still very much like a jewelry shop. It's all leather. The aluminum pieces, the shift lever, and the steering wheel are all aluminum and handmade and polished. And the whole tub itself also is made out of carbon fiber.
Beautiful. So I have a question that I've never quite figured out the answer to with these cars. The piece in the middle of the seat, what is the purpose of that? I'm sure you get that question a lot.
That's the number one question that we get. It's actually a mechanism that puts the seat up and down. So it's just a turnbuckle.
Oh, that's pretty simple. I love it. It's very beautifully designed, integrated into the seat without having to have all the electronics. I love it.
Absolutely. It's very simple and sharp at the same time. Classic. And that's what we're going for.
What is your favorite part of this entire car? If you had to pick one car and translate it to every Pagani ever made.
It would probably have to be the steering wheel, because that means you're in the driver's seat and you're actually experiencing the car and all of the emotions that comes along with it. So I think that for me is the best part.
If you had to pick any Pagani in the lineup, which one would you pick?
That's a tough one also, but at the moment, we just actually released the Huayra R, which is a track-based only car. And I can tell you that one is gonna be, I haven't driven it yet, or I don't know if I ever will, hopefully I do, but it's a beautiful, beautiful machine. It's naturally aspirated. It's not V12 twin turbo, it's just a V12 naturally aspirated. And it's a monster. We had it last year at our Raduno in Austin at the Circuit of the Americas, and it performed very well. All the clients loved it, and the sound is just amazing. It's just amazing.
Fantastic. I'm excited to see it come out and hopefully play at some of the tracks here soon. So awesome. Thank you for talking to me today, Marco. We're here at the Mobile One booth at the Hot Wheels Legends store, and behind me is a race car simulator. Can you tell me a little bit about this machine we're standing in front of?
Yeah, this simulator we bring to all our events all over the United States and Canada, and it's really cool. It's like a $50,000 simulator. The chair moves and resembles every track that we go to in NASCAR and also dirt tracks.
Is this something that actual drivers get to use to get a little used to the track, or just something you guys get to do for fun?
No, actually, if you have some fans out there, they can get on what's called iRacing. And what happens is they actually have contests throughout the year, and the fastest couple guys actually get to drive a NASCAR. But all of the NASCAR drivers and road race drivers drive one of these to prepare for each race.
Very cool. Can I give it a try?
Yep, jump on in.
So everything around here looks really, really cool. What I'm super interested in is, like, honestly, there's like 2 Camrys over there. And okay, you're laughing now, but they're really awesome. V6, 2-door, and one of them is like turbo. So that in itself, like, it just gets my heart racing because
They're hand painted, right?
They're hand painted, yeah, for sure. So
Wow.
it's really, really cool.
Okay, good.
What do you think?
I'm just a baby legend. Just a legend.
What do you think about some of the cars that are out here today?
It's always an amazing show field out here with the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. You have them coming out from everywhere, and even despite the weather conditions, it's always a showing. So
Have you seen anything out here that's like really caught your eye this year?
One of my favorites is the 30 Model A, the Roadster over there, the 5-window all-steel coupe coming out of Tampa, Florida. So it's definitely a showstopper.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
This is the infamous, famous Rolly Fernandez, the one and only king of customs in the world.
Well, that's
And
what
this
George
is-
Berry said.
That's what George Flattery said.
George Berry says this is the man.
When I was a kid, I used to have my father fly out here, and my father used to like, what do you want from Los Angeles or Miami? And I'm like, just get me the magazines. And I'll be looking at all his work. I'm like, oh my God, Dad, you have to be like this guy.
Be honest with you, I think the first thing that calls your attention is the body.
Yeah,
It's totally
absolutely.
redesigned. You know, these cars were marketed through Knudsen Automotive, and they were doing it through the Chevy dealerships where you could buy it as a package that they did. And they did a phenomenal job on the actual design of it. But the engine, transmission, rear end, mechanical pretty much stays the same, so the warranty will not be void. The wheels were changed. And for real, I think people look at it and right away they say, hold on, what is this? And then they look at the fact that he has a nice billboard that explains a little bit about the automobile. But, you know, it's a very unique car.
Yes, very much so. What's your favorite part of it?
The body.
Yeah.
I'm a car guy. You know, I build custom cars for a living all my life. So, you know, wide bodies I like. The design of this car is very, very nice. So the body is definitely the one I like.
Yep.
You
Awesome.
know?
Thank you so much, Rolly.
Anytime.
What are you guys thinking about some of the cars out here today?
It's raining. Miami's still representing. There are a bunch of cool cars, a lot of JDM cars. There's a lowrider. There are some classics. We saw a Camaro. What do you think?
Pretty cool cars, like you said, especially since it's raining. These guys brought the cars out in the rain. Appreciate that. Appreciate Hot Wheels for putting this show on. Thank you. Appreciate you guys coming out. Leonard, man, the F up.
Hey everyone, this is Tavares, and you need to subscribe right now to the ManTFup YouTube channel. Go do it right now.